Joining with me tonight, it's one, the only, hashtag Megatron! You don't know where I'm going.
Oh, where am I?
Hi!
Hi.
Joining with us as always,
I don't need
it's Greg.
You could be anywhere doing anything. You better not. You better not. Thanks for being here doing us.
And this is the reason I left him for last. And, drumroll please, the one, the only, just had a birthday, it's Danos.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
There's that face.
Hey!
Oh, I feel older.
Hopefully wiser.
How old are you, buddy?
Like 28.
29. Don't lie.
I'm like
Don't
28
lie.
times
You missed
2.
the 27 club.
No.
Aw.
I'm shooting for the 27 times 2 club. Here we go.
Guys, we have so much. Hi, Johnny Rico.
Hi, Johnny.
Aloha, Martin.
Martin, what's up, dog?
Okay, so we have so much stuff we have to get to. I'm super excited. So we had a bunch of Funko-related announcements, Virtual Con / San Diego Comic-Con 2020 announcements. They were fast and furious all week. Like they were posting like 5 at a time. It was awesome. I don't know how many of them I'm in on. Like there are some. Wilkes Booth. There are some that I'm very interested on, or in, and there are others that I don't really have any interest in. But I did put a little bit of a preview about the. Are you listening to us, Craig? Is that what you did?
No. Stop it.
That's how we get so many viewers. We have Greg listening to us.
It's technology. I don't know how to use it.
Anyway, so
Got it.
guys, if you want to throw up that board, so there's a bunch of shared exclusives. They already got announced. Some of them that I'm really interested in, I have to get the Marty McFly with the sunglasses. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's shared with Target, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. I have to get lucky and get it online. There's some other really cool ones that came out at Mr. Freeze. I put the Harry Potter one on there for you guys and as a tease for a story later on. But also like the Stan Lee, or no, the Stan Lee's the Target exclusive. The Marty is actually Walmart exclusive, which I have no chance of getting. But Stanley, from Iron Man 1, I have to get that one. That's the one I'm going to stay up all night waiting for Target to release it online for. But are you guys like in on some of these? Like, are you interested in some of these?
For me, I think I might start collecting the Back of the Future. Maybe that's going to be
a really good one.
That's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
But the He-Man are
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have so many pops right now, and I have to buy more shelves.
Yeah.
So.
If you start going in on He-Man, I already have Stinkor. I can help you out. Just
But
let
the
me know.
Marvel zombies are a must.
Oh,
They're a must.
Ooh. You're going to open that box, Dan?
What?
We're going to open that box? Going to
Yes, we
Marvel
are.
Zombies?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I think it's the Marvel first appearances. I'm not getting out of that.
What about the
Yeah.
Deadpool from X-Men Origins?
I don't know.
It's the worst one ever, but I want it.
Yeah, Wolverine Origin.
It's the worst one. Come on, you have to have the worst rendition of Deadpool ever. Like
No, I don't.
I'm not even sure they recognize him anymore as Deadpool.
it's funny.
I know that he was, but I don't even think because they made that joke about it.
Yeah, and they killed him.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But yeah, Johnny Rico wants Anchorman, the Sex Panther one. I know I saw wants the whole set for Anchorman. That one's awesome too. But we'll keep previewing some of them. If they keep releasing any, we'll put them up next week and stuff like that. But you guys in the Poppin Off group have been doing so awesome with putting them up in as fast as they're putting them out, which has been really cool. So hopefully when they're actually released, we'll get some links super fast too to help each other out, because there's something that I definitely want, and I know there's others that other people definitely want. So it's gonna go crazy. But you guys getting some Netflix and Spill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we have a bunch of announcements. This one isn't super new. We already knew the season 2 of The Boys was happening, but now we officially have a premiere date. It's coming out September 4th. We're gonna get the first 3 episodes on September 4th, which means on September 4th, I will watch 3 episodes.
Yeah. Everybody will.
There is no chance of sitting there, but
Look at that poster.
my favorite JPEG set.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
That's great.
But anyway, so on September 4th, we're getting 3 episodes, and then every Friday after that, we're getting 5 more, or we're getting an episode 5 times for the next 5 Fridays.
This is purposeful. This is purposeful.
Yeah.
In the article that I read, that the first 3, I guess they want you to ingest them and
Together.
and discuss, and
then pick up. Yep. Yeah, that's what they said. The creators. I think it's neat. I think it's cool.
Every clip they show so far is amazing.
I love this show, so it's gonna do almost no wrong. I just don't see how it could.
I'm definitely.
Did you hear the new news today?
What news? What?
The Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a huge fan of the show, and the writer's like, writer found out, and he's like, if you want to be in it, just let me know. We'll write it together.
Wow.
So we might see him next season. Maybe.
Very cool.
By the way,
that tone.
Not to change you. Hi, Jill. Thank you for watching. I always send her like an invitation to watch us, and she like texts me like 3 hours after the show's over, and she goes, I just saw this. So I always
thanks, Jill.
Thank you for watching Finally Live. But anyway, what'd you say?
Nothing.
Next.
I was going to say, what are you guys going to be doing September 4th? Watching The Boys or playing Marvel's Avengers? Which one?
Both.
Yeah, exactly.
Both.
That's Sophie's choice.
And Skater 1 and 2 remake. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I'm getting that game. I'm getting that and Avengers. Both. Both of them. Both of them will be mine. Anyway, so moving on. I know, Megs, you're very excited about this. I'm really excited because I did not get to see this live just because it's always sold out. It's always super expensive. Hamilton premieres on Disney Plus. So what I wanted to ask from anybody who's seen it, whether you're out in the population or whether you're like Megatron, Danos, or
Whoa.
how do you guys think this is going to compare to have seen it, like seeing it in person versus seeing it on here? I did hear they did edit some like small,
very little, very little.
I know that, but I did want to preface it with I did hear that they edited a little bit. So, but what do you think? What do you think about this?
I mean, to me, the edits don't really matter that much. It's just they had to take 2 Fs out. You know, to not be rated R, you can only have 1 instance of the use of the F word, and they have 3 in the show, so they had to take 2 out. That's the entirety of the edit for the censorship to be on Disney Plus. So whatever, doesn't matter.
The big question I had for you was like, you saw it already, right? You saw
Dan and I saw it, the tour in LA.
So do you think I obviously I'm not going to get that experience of seeing it live, but do you think I'm going to get a like something equivalent to that?
Oh yeah, I mean the clips that I've seen, it looks like they've done an amazing job filming it and a much more professional job than most. I mean, this kind of a filmed live experience is very rare. This is sort of an experiment, I think, to see if it can be lucrative, if it can be successful, if people want to do it. And a show like Hamilton has the clout to get it done initially. And I think it'll be really interesting. If this does really well, if it's successful, if they manage to make money off of it, even though it's on a subscription service, like I think we might see more Broadway shows filmed professionally like this, because it's not a movie adaptation, it's the stage production. And I think it's a cool experience. We all get to see the original cast and we all get to have the best seat in the house. You know, because it's all close up and we can really see everything.
I had this idea 2 years ago.
Pretty cool.
Would have been a millionaire.
To be fair, like over 10 years ago, Spike Lee filmed a Broadway show and tried to do this as well, and it didn't get the same kind of traction because
I think it all depends on how it's filmed.
Yeah,
that's what I think. Because I mean, look,
there might be some awkward moments because there's so much to see on a stage, and they got to pick what to showcase.
No, I get that. It's just what I'm saying is I think that theater is so notoriously hard to film that even when they've done film versions, which I worshipped as a kid, you have no idea how many times I've seen the film version of the play True West with John Malkovich and Gary Sinise. I saw it a million times. Like that was my go-to as like, I'm a nerdy actor kid and I'm going to watch this for the millionth time. Even that doesn't give you, it does not give you the same experience. It just doesn't. And I'm sorry. I had an idea that I'm not going to share here that, no, seriously, that I'm wondering how it's filmed. My idea was about how they get filmed. I don't know how this is filmed yet. We'll
Yeah.
see. So Tim,
I think it's a bunch
our idea isn't ruined yet, Tim.
It's a bunch of GoPros on their heads. That's what I hear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What I heard in an interview is they kind of did it 3 times. Like they did it a couple different ways for close-ups and stuff with the crew on the stage without an audience, and then they did one performance for the wide shots like with an audience, so you can kind of edit it all together and have all those perspectives. So I'm really excited about it. Disney Plus might crash tomorrow, but I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited. I definitely want to watch it. I want to check it out for sure. And this is, like you said, best seat in the house is being able to see it here. We're not sitting outside hoping to win the lottery. The ability to buy the tickets.
Yeah.
Outside in New York City. Anyway, so
very excited.
We don't have a lot of time. We've got to move on.
Yeah.
I am very worried about this, and I know how most of us feel about reboots. So I just put this in the rundown as reboot warning. Big red letters. That Universal is working on a reboot for the 1996 blockbuster Twister.
Oh,
yeah. Only question is why?
Because our year's been a disaster already. Maybe that's.
Could they just have a 2020 pandemic? Like why?
I mean, I love that Danos is trying to come up with like a thematic reason. But I mean, no, I love that. I think that's like really optimistic. That's dope. You're like, oh yeah, thematically it could be. No, it's just that they're idiots. It's the worst thing ever. Sorry, Megatron, go ahead.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you. I'm really not interested in reboots of anything. Like if you have a great idea to continue the story and have the same actors in it as the original movie, just like 20, 30 years later.
Are you
the story I might be interested in, but I don't really know where you go from there.
I feel like you're teasing something that we're going to talk about next.
I should call before we move on. I should call Helen and ask her how she feels. Have her come on the show and tell us how she feels about it.
Okay.
I mean, if you'd like to call her up, I'm in on that. I mean,
we can't do it right now, but I can ask.
Yeah, I have her here, right here. Here she is.
Greg, if you could pull Helen for next week, it is episode 200.
2 minutes.
Could be.
We'll try to get her.
We'll try to get her for episode.
We'll try to get her.
That's the tease. Anyway, so, moving on. What Megatron did tease is that Cobra Kai, which has been a YouTube original series, is now moving to Netflix.
Yay!
Is awesome, and seasons 1 and 2 are going to move to Netflix sooner rather than later. I didn't get an exact date. I don't know if you guys did, but I didn't get an exact date for when seasons 1 and 2 were.
I believe they just said 2020.
Yeah. So I don't know when, but it was. If you haven't watched this yet, I totally recommend it.
Are you saying season 3 is coming out before season 2 on Netflix? 1 and 2?
No. They'll put the first.
Okay.
Yeah, but season 3 is going to premiere on Netflix instead of YouTube.
Yeah.
So in anticipation for season 3 premiering on Netflix, they're going to move seasons 1 and 2 to Netflix.
Yay!
Great idea.
I agree.
Because it was like one more thing I wasn't going to subscribe to. So.
Have you guys seen Cobra Kai?
Yes.
I have not.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
I think I don't know for a fact because I haven't watched it in a while, but for a while, the entire first season was free.
Oh, it's about to be on Netflix. So
and then part of season 2 was free on YouTube also because they were just trying to entice people to look at their originals and stuff.
I heard it's good.
It's very good. It just like what Megatron was saying for the last story, like it takes place in the same universe. What, like 30 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later?
With the same actors, and that's amazing.
Everybody's the same. Yeah, and it does. I don't want to ruin it for you, Greg, so we're not going to say anything. But it makes you like different characters and stuff. So it's very cool.
Yeah, I'm sure Mr. Miyagi's great in it.
That's too soon, Greg. Too soon.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Right.
Why is that too soon?
So the last thing I want to do before we move over to gamer tags, take it off the screen. Last thing I want to move over before we move over to gamer tags is just a really quick announcement. We got word. I believe it was this week. It might have been late last week that Beavis and Butthead is getting a 2-season reboot on Comedy Central. What do you guys think about this? I watched Beavis and Butthead when I was a little kid, but I think it was still above me. So I never really was a super fan. I know I have friends that love it and loved it for forever. So
I was a super fan.
Yeah,
I could do their voices cold. I was
love it.
annoy the crap out of my brother doing cornholio all the time.
My brother and I loved it. We loved it. Yeah, I'm excited.
To, like, throw my shirt over my head right now.
Yeah. Good. Hopefully it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good.
True.
I like everything pretty much that Mike Judge does, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, right. So hopefully it is.
I'm gonna give it a chance, for sure. But
I just like his quote. They asked him why, and he said, "It's just time to be stupid again."
That is the best
good stuff.
quote.
I'm gonna use that quote for forever.
Watch a show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that quote for forever. Anyway, moving on, we gotta do gamer tags. We don't have a lot of time. Gamer tags. So this first gamer tag, I definitely am going to be throwing it to Danos and Megatron because I know you guys are Harry Potter fans through and through. So Harry Potter RPG reportedly due in late 2021.
Okay.
What are your guys' thoughts about this? Is it something you're looking forward to? Is it something that you're just like meh? Is it like what? You guys take the lead.
I'll be real short and sweet. Finally, a Harry Potter game, next generation, perfect. Like I'm a Hufflepuff, sweethearts love Harry Potter. I'm a sweetheart Hufflepuff.
I know you.
I can't wait for this game to come out. And it's Warner Brothers who's making it, right? They usually knock them out of the park. So.
Maybe,
yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. Megs?
Yeah, I think I'm curious. I want to know like why, I guess. I think I want to know like what is the story? Is it like in the same time period? Is it way later? I think maybe I read that it was later. Like what's going on story wise? What's the why? Why are we doing? I guess I'm a little
cautiously optimistic.
Listen, if it looks awesome, if it's not just like going to classes and blah blah blah, like I mean, then
you have to go to virtual school like every day.
Nobody's going to classes now.
I'm still curious. Like I guess I'm curious. My interest is piqued. I'm just not sure. Like,
mark my words. Mark my words. This game will not come out.
No.
I'm serious. Mark my words. This game will not come out. I'm serious.
Take a note of that, and then
take a note of it. This game will get scrapped.
Screenshot this, and
it'll get scrapped.
I think it's almost done.
All right.
I know it's almost done. It probably is done. It's still not going to get released.
Is it because of the controversy? Huh?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. I guarantee it. Too many problems.
So
we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next year. A lot can happen in a year.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So we have something cool happening towards the end of July. Microsoft is going to hold its Xbox Series X game showcase during the week of July 20th. I read in the article right now it's planned for July 23rd. I guess it's not 100% confirmed because they didn't lead with that date. So I'm assuming that like July 23rd is like the soft date that it's supposed to be on. But if something conflicts with that, they'll move it. But anyway. So I'm really excited about this because PlayStation had their event and it was awesome. So Xbox has had time to like kind of be like, all right, that was really cool. Now we have to do something really cool to entice people to actually buy Xbox.
Right.
So what I did hear is that we're going to get the first gameplay footage for Halo Infinite, which I know #1fan Martin is super in. So am I. And anyone else who likes Halo is super in on this. I have to see that footage. I'm very excited.
This girl.
this one too.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to see some of the originals that they're working on, some gameplay footage. I'm really excited because I know eventually I'm gonna get the new Xbox. I like PlayStation, but Xbox has always just been my console. So I'm really hoping to be impressed, basically.
I was reading the paper the other day, and I scrolled through something.
No, you weren't.
It said there are toys that have been released for this new Halo Infinite game that may spoil the story.
Really?
So be on the lookout. Yeah,
they do that. That has happened.
I know.
That has happened, and it pisses me off. It happened with Stranger Things season 2. Pisses me off.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not going to look at all then. I'm not looking at all. Anyway, so moving on, I wanted to make sure we listed the free games that you can get with PlayStation Plus this month. Now, being that it's their 10th anniversary of PlayStation Plus being a thing, they're giving you 3 games instead of 2. We're going to get Rise of Tomb Raider, NBA 2K20, which I know everybody's a super huge basketball game fan, and then Erica. Did you guys look up Erica? Like I was It sounded the description of it sounded very interesting.
I honestly, honestly, I didn't. I did not. I thought that you had just scribbled somebody's name down at the end.
No, I mean it looks like it's like puzzle based and like you have to figure out stuff basically to progress in the game and to move forward, and in almost in the same vein of like some of the Jackbox games that if. But by the way, shout out to Johnny Rico who hosts Jackbox stuff on Twitch on straight and Sundays. But like in the same vein of that, like where you're gonna have to answer questions, and if you get them wrong, you're not gonna progress and stuff like that. So it looks really cool, especially if it's free. Why not give it a try? I'm excited for Tomb Raider. I really want to play through that. I know like everybody here likes Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty cool for free games. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good lineup for, well, at least one of the games for the month of July. There's so many games coming out. It's like, why play these free games? You have Spider-Man you need to play. Greg saw The Last of Us recently,
I have to play
like the
Last
intro.
of Us. That's what
blew my mind.
Yeah. So you see, Greg saw the intro to Last of Us 1 for the first time last week. And
my mind grapes are now wine grapes. Blew my mind grapes.
All right. You guys ready for a little bit of hashtag trending?
Sure.
Always.
All right. So we're moving around the country. It's time for the Texas woman story of the night.
Yeehaw.
Oh, Texas.
You guys are definitely not ready for this.
Bring it.
Wear your mask, Texas.
Texas woman officially banned from Walmart after drinking wine from a Pringles can and riding around on an electric cart for several hours.
There's a problematic part of this article. This is my portion of what we're gonna say, but I'm gonna say, and then I'm just gonna be quiet. But this is the part I couldn't get by, and then you guys can discuss. I couldn't get by the fact that in the police report it says that she had been drinking out of that Pringles can for several hours. Several hours. This arrest took place at 9 a.m.
Well, wait. I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Look,
I don't know.
Is this a 24-hour Walmart?
It must be.
That's what I was gonna say.
She drank through the night.
Walmart, like
She drank through the night.
salty wine.
She finished in the club. Like she was at a bar. The bar closed. She went, I gotta get snacks. She goes to Walmart. I'm too drunk.
That's
to Walmart.
it.
An electric cart, finds Pringles, eats the entire can, then starts dumping
Put the wine in it. Genius.
Maybe she wrote her own police report. I don't know. Like maybe they just said, "You write it, bitch."
I'm not mad at her.
Pour the wine into the Pringles and gulp it like a
out of the Pringles.
Ooh,
What?
what did the salt do to that wine? Just
How come there's
She
no
doesn't
wine
care.
flavored Pringles?
No.
There's no wine flavored Pringles.
Yeah.
That should be a flavor.
Oh,
Cabernet Pringles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cab brings.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Into it.
That's property of Danos and
Poppin,
Megatron.
yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Pending. All right. So we've got two stories left, and I'm gonna just go in order. We have to.
Okay.
So we were talking about a couple weeks ago where Japan is thinking about like basically helping tourists to pay, like taking on a lot of your fees to get you to start touring again, basically to go to Japan so that things seem cheaper. On like I guess a more local, Vegas wants us to go there, so they're offering some Vegas hotels on the Strip are offering $10 rooms. A lot of them are offering for like members of stuff free rooms, like free upgraded rooms and all this stuff because they want to bring people back to the Strip for Las Vegas and stuff. So obviously we're not all like rushing to go to Vegas to like, take advantage of these $10 rooms, but it kind of made me wonder what, besides a low cost, what is it going to take for you guys to kind of be interested to start vacationing? Now, I'm not saying like it has to be Vegas as an answer, but I'm just saying like destination vacations. What is it going to start like? We have to get back to
maybe
originally, like eventually.
How about the travel ban coming down first? How about that? We start with that.
How about a vaccine?
Right now,
I'm down with that too.
Yeah.
I am down with both of those things.
Just tell me
Or at
Nintendo
least
World's open in Japan, and I'll
widespread
be there.
national mandate for masks. That would make a
Yeah.
big difference. They're
Yeah.
saying masks equal vaccine, basically, as far
No,
as
absolutely.
transmission goes. And as soon as that idiocy is done, then I might consider going somewhere.
Yeah.
Not unless
mean-
I'm sure at least 99% of the people I see are going to be wearing masks.
Yeah. First of all, it's weak sauce because in Vegas, rooms are $10 anyway. I don't know what they're
Or
talking about.
free.
More
No,
night.
seriously.
gambling
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I
Daniel,
don't spend your money in the.
I used to go to Vegas on a weekly basis from LA. It's a 2-hour drive. Like I used to go every weekend. Like, no, that's ridiculous. They're $10 anyway.
Right. I don't even mean like I'm not even sticking to this story. I just mean the destination vacations in general.
I mean,
Like-
look, it's where the Raiders are playing now. There are a million reasons for me to go. It's my favorite place on the planet. When I used to smoke cigarettes and drink, you could do both of those things inside, gamble, watch football. Like, it's the greatest place on earth. I would not be there right now because I'm not stupid.
Mm.
I mean, we'd
It's
pay
easy.
Right.
way down
Yeah.
That's it.
to have a steady enough income for sure, knowing my job is going to be there.
That's it.
To be able to
I
afford to
think security, I think, is the number one thing. Job security, where you're going to be in a couple months before we thinking about
I'm not
traveling
going to go spend
anywhere else.
thousands of dollars traveling when I don't even
Unless
know
it's Nintendo World.
Right.
If it's Nintendo World,
Which is
I'll get
closed
Corona. I'll
indefinitely
get
right now.
Corona.
Dan will
That's
get a
right.
credit card for that.
Yeah.
But-
I will
but-
get coronavirus.
I didn't put this on here, and we have to wrap up. I didn't put this on
Nope.
there, but
What?
we got the announcement this week that Nintendo World is closed indefinitely. They're not going to open it anytime soon. They don't have a date for when they're going to actually open it, but I almost put the article on the rundown, but we just didn't. We had too much on the rundown already.
In
But-
Japan?
Yes,
In Japan, yeah, they're not
Yeah.
not
Okay.
going to open anytime soon.
Okay,
But-
well,
we are
We'll
almost
draw way too many people to the theme park. They got to wait till this.
absolutely.
It's done.
Yeah. No, I understand. And what's even scarier is like, I mean, when it gets cold, they're already saying there's going to be another round of all of this. So
Yeah.
like,
We're
yeah.
still in the first wave.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
think this is the second wave. This is
Right.
the first wave.
But what I want to say is, so in 2 days, we've got the 4th of July. So first off, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the population. Have a great 4th of July. Whatever
Yeah.
you do, be
Be
careful, stay safe, don't do anything crazy, but have fun, I guess, as much fun as you can possibly have.
Watch Hamilton.
You can have fun playing board games, and I'm not kidding. Like, board games are delightful. Come on.
We're going to finally play that Jaws board game.
There it is.
4th of July.
It's better than dying.
But anyway, so be safe on the 4th of July. Have as much fun as you possibly can while being safe. If you go somewhere, grab a mask. Please be careful. We want to see you guys for the 200th episode. We have a lot in store for episode 200, which is coming up next week. We're there. We are there. It's slowly crept up. So, guys, have a great weekend.
Remember that fireworks is how the devil takes fingers.
I will get a story about somebody losing a finger and put it on the rundown for next week. But have a great weekend. Have a great night. Have a great 4th of July. Come back here next Thursday night. We will be doing and celebrating our 200th episode. We have a lot of things planned in the works.
Wow.
Locked in officially yet, but we've got some really exciting stuff in store. Guys, we want to see you guys there. Please be careful and have a great weekend. Have a great night. Have a great 4th of July. Good night, everybody!